The following is a presentation of The Day.
It's week 3 of the Connecticut high school football season, and the Alliance has brought together two schools who would like to get to the Class SS tournament. From Morgan Field in Killingly, it's Killingly and Sheehan. Game day brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. Gear up for game day with a winning smile from Waterford Dental Health, located in Waterford. We're your go-to for a top-notch dental care in a relaxed, friendly setting. Whether you need a routine checkup, a cosmetic boost, or advanced treatment, our experienced team has you covered. Enjoy the game with confidence and comfort. Schedule your appointment today. Waterford Dental Health, where your smile is our top priority. Visit us online or call now to book. Game day is brought to you by Philomena's. It's always game day at Philomena's, southeastern Connecticut's go-to destination for events, fine food, and great atmosphere. Offering an all-new brunch menu, wing and drink specials, and live music. Philomena's provides the premier atmosphere for viewing all your college and pro football. Stop in and see Mike or Sarah, sit at the brand new bar, or reserve your party in one of 3 private dining areas. Everyone's family at Philomena's. Follow at Game Day CT after the game for the Science Top Play. Pave the way for your students and success with a MySci account from Science Federal Credit Union. Open a high-yield MySci savings account today and help support a positive financial future for your students. Visit sciencefcu.org to learn more. It is a beautiful September evening here in Killingly. Hi, everybody. Jody Ambrosio sitting in for my friend Casey O'Neill with the coach, Jose Sanabria and Pasta. These are 2 teams we could see in November in the SS playoff.
Definitely 2 powerhouse teams. I've been doing some analysis and I've been watching some videos out there online. These 2 teams here have some powerful offensive players that can score a lot of points and gain a lot of yards. But the defense as well could be a factor, as both teams have been holding them under 2 touchdowns. So we'll see what happens here.
It's a beautiful night, 69 degrees. The wind is calm as you look at Chad Neal, the 19th year head coach of Killingly on the near sideline. Killingly has rolled through its 2 opponents, beating Stonington 68-16 and East Lyme 49-0. Meanwhile, for the Titans of Sheehan, they rolled over Griswold 47-6. Had a tough time with the Xavier Falcons before rallying in the 4th quarter to win that game 31-28. As you see the captains go to the middle of the field for the coin toss.
The leadership on both these teams are going to be phenomenal, as they've been experiencing 4 years of traditional football, and that's something that you're going to see spark up. Who's going to be the first team to set the tone? Who's going to be the team that's going to maintain that momentum throughout the course of the game?
Our referee is Kevin Moreland. Killingly in the dark red. I don't know, you'd call them burgundy.
I would say burgundy.
Look a little like the Washington Commanders in gold trim, and Sheehan in the white with the maroon helmets and the dark pants. Captains out there for Killingly include the quarterback, Quinn Sumner, Aiden Lamont, Ryan Webster, and, of course, the terrific linebacker, Anthony Oates. Coin toss has been won by Sheehan, and they have deferred. So we'll get to see that powerful Killingly offense first.
Yes.
And the thing that I think, Pasta, that's going to be interesting tonight is Killingly has run roughshod over their 2 opponents already this year. This is a different beast than Sheehan. This is a bigger team than the teams that they faced when they beat Stonington and East Lyme.
Yeah, that's the challenge in any team that they come up. I know they may have some teams that may face that has the advantage, but the day is how they can hold that momentum and energy and keep it forward and establish that running game that they need to have for the game.
As you look inside the Killingly huddle, it's a team looking to get back to the state tournament.
Yep. A lot of characters. They lost some great players, but I love the system and how it works. They fed in, they fell in, and they're rocking it right now.
Right now, the Killingly Marching Band will play our national anthem. outstanding rendition of our national anthem by the Killingly Marching Band. So Killingly gets the ball first, and we'll see their outstanding quarterback as they start the offense, Quinn Sumner. The guy to watch is Hayden Allard.
Yes.
307 yards and 7 touchdowns in the opening day win against Stonington.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that is really disciplined in coordinating the techniques that offensive line has to do. So as soon as he sees that technique done by the lineman, he's a quick hitter and explodes. So he takes off on that second step. It'll be very difficult for Sheehan to wrap and tackle.
It'll be Evan Keating to kick the ball off for the Titans. They will defend to our right. And going back deep for Killingly, it'll be Hayden Allard. Number 32, number 9, Everton Brown. He's the speedster. And number 11, Aiden Lamont. Glad you're with us on theday.com for what should be a terrific high school football game. Keating boots it. Fielded by Allard. Spins, and he goes down at about the 36-yard line, and that's where Killingly will take over, first down and 10. Doherty on the tackle. So we'll see this Killingly high-powered offense. The center is Zach Phillips. The guards are Michael Allen and Zach Giashenko. The tackles Devin Moe and Tyler Smith.
A lot of size in this offensive line that continues to be coming around for this program.
Lining up wide to the near side, Aiden Lamont. Sumner under center. Toss, sweep, Allard. He's grabbed in the backfield, but falls forward for about 4 to the 40-yard line. Setting up second down and 6. Hayden Allard, Everton Brown, Caden Gurton, and Joe Mackey will see all of them in the Killingly backfield. Sumner on the season, 8 of 13 through the air, 268 yards. Here's Brown, turning the corner left. He's got first down yardage and more, and he's into Sheehan territory at the 49-yard line on a pickup of 11.
Might be a flag on the outside, but the referee's right there on top of it. That might be a holding call.
And it's going to come back for a hold.
Yeah.
As we said, the referee was Kevin Moreland, the umpire Bob Woods, the head lineman Mark Guthrie, the line judge Scott Davis, the side judge Ken Denowitz, field judge Adam Scott, the back judge Austin Torres, and the timer right next to us, Jim Fritz. So they'll move it back to the 30. The yard to gain is the 46, so it'll be 2nd and 16. I set, play action. Pass is complete. Coming up the near sideline, and a good stick close to the first down. That's Gould.
Yeah, Joseph Gould in that play was a flat runner, and the linebacker, thinking that it was a run play, he stayed in that gap inside. So there was the mismatch and leverage that Killingly had to make that play. Great wide receiver block on that for a good gainage of yardage.
So we'll call it 3rd and a long 1 at the 45-yard line. So Sumner going to the air early.
Little triple backfield right here.
Gould is the fullback. Allard picks his way. Now he's into Sheehan territory at the 49-yard line. And it's a first down and 10.
One thing I'm liking to see right here is that the offensive line is establishing what they want to do, and they're gaining that momentum there. The defense is kind of laid back. I don't know if they're just reading what they're expected, but we'll hopefully see some pressure on that side soon.
Jack Grant, the middle linebacker in that 4-3 Sheehan defense, made the stop. Just the start of things. And we've got a flag, and that's probably going to come back for a motion penalty. So it's a legal procedure. 2nd penalty against Killingly in this opening drive. Sheehan defense, the ends, Richard Van Dyke and Noah Mutino. The tackles, Mason Johnson and A.J. Tatro, and they've got some size.
They definitely do
Up
have
front.
some size. Yeah.
Linebackers Nick Ferrara, Jack Grant, Gavin Lawrenson. Corners Tucker Larson and Lucas Jeremiah. The safeties Jaden Doherty and Josh Durant. 1st and 15. Ball put on the turf, and looks like Sumner will say, nope, Sheehan gets it.
Yeah, that was a botched snap with the center quarterback exchange, and it went right in between, and before Quinn had a chance to get it, it bounced right back to the line, and one of the defensive linemen pick it up. This is the things that Killingly has to avoid having, these penalties and, missnaps like that.
So, Sheehan will take over 1st and 10 at the Killingly 46-yard line. Off the turnover. Jackson Pereira is the center. A.J. Tatro, Jason Caponero are the guards. Richard Van Dyke, Cam Barbieri are the tackles.
Some centers and guards are humongous in the interior there, and they love to run inside.
The quarterback, Jake O'Brien, hands it off and a stick. No room for Grant to run as he's taken down immediately by Jack Grant with the run, and no gain on the play.
Anthony, he read it quickly. He saw that down block from that guard and filled in really strong there to make a play. That's the kind of read that we want these linebackers to have throughout the course of the game.
Anthony Oates, of course, the wrestling champion. Here's play action. O'Brien hits the man Lawrenson. He'll be about 2 yards short of the first down at the 39-yard line. Now they give him to the 38, so we'll call it 3rd down and 2 for the Titans. Going no huddle off the turnover. Grant hit by Oaks, but he falls forward, and he looks like he's got the first down at the 35-yard line. Josh Durant with the carry that time. So it's a 1st and 10.
Sheehan's tempo is pretty much, higher than normal. They're right there ready to go for the next play, and I think this is kind of making Killingly a little bit, hard to adjust what's going on.
2 wideouts to the right side. Play action. They run a little bubble screen. It's caught. Going up the right sideline, and that's going to be a touchdown. Jaden Doherty, the 5'5", 140-pound wideout on that little bubble screen, got blocking, and there was nobody to stop him. So off the turnover,
that was a great
Sheehan
offensive call play right there.
Breaks first.
Yeah, actually what was happening there was the pressure that they were seeing on that particular side, which is the right side of the offensive line. Didn't have that mindset to understand that the bubble screen can blow that away, but that was a great setup, good tempo, great offensive series for Sheehan.
Here's Evan Keating, 9 for 9 on extra points this season. Make it 10 for 10.
8-11 remaining in the first period.
So it is a 7-0 lead. Let's get a look.
Again, the pressure from the outside came in, so it was a blitz call that was called there, and that made it a big mismatch with the wide receiver right now and the lineman blocking those smaller packs. It's kind of intense when you think about it. These guards running out there full speed, and a corner at about 150, 60 pounds has to find a way to get around them. That's impossible. That was a great play call right there.
Although Doherty, dripping wet, is 150 pounds.
Those scat back receivers, boy.
Peter Hoppe did a great feature on him on theday.com.
Yeah, it was
so
amazing.
Sheehan scores first. It's the first time all year that Killingly has trailed in a game.
22, Evan Keating to kick off.
They send Hayden Allard and Everton Brown back to receive. So the botched center exchange costly.
Yeah, games like this, when you have two good programs, the ones that make the most mistakes will probably be the ones that will be factored in the loss. But
Kick is short, fielded by the up back at the 20, and getting all the way up to the 37-yard line. That's
Anthony Oates.
Anthony Oates. Big fella rumbling.
I've always said wrestlers have that ability to play anywhere. When you can put them on a football field, it's a pleasure to have. And that young man is very talented. He wasn't afraid at all. He aggressively attacked, and it gave good field position for the offense to start.
So Quinn Sumner brings his team to the line of scrimmage. I backfield. 3-step drop. Pass deflected. Knocked down by the big end, Richard Van Dyke.
That was a great move by Richard. What he did was he actually stutter stepped. Instead of forcing himself to rush, and he knew he had time, he had his hands up right at the time the ball was released. And an offensive lineman, what you want to do, you really want to engage and start punching and driving that guy to the cup zone so that you can get his hands down. And that didn't happen there.
So it'll be a 2nd and 10 for Killingly. Full house backfield. Kind of the old wishbone. Here's Allard. Picks his way to the right. Runs through a man. He's got the first down to midfield. Boy, he trucked the Sheehan defender.
He had a little Larry Zonka coming out of that push right there. You know, he has a lot of heart. He's a leader. And as you can see, he's not afraid. He goes downhill and he tries to finish downhill with positive yardage. Great play.
12-yard gain for Allard. Comes in averaging a crazy 15.6 yards per carry. Brown goes left, turns the corner, and they're going to say he stepped out at the 44-yard line of Sheehan.
Everton has the ability to be that speed that Killingly needs. This thunder and lightning combination can really be effective, and what they're doing right now is that tempo that we're looking at and expecting to have in this game.
2nd and 3 at the Sheehan 44-yard line. Second possession of the game for Killingly. 2 tight ends, and there's another flag. They're going to call offsides on the defense. So that'll be enough yardage for the first down for Killingly. They'll move it up to the 36-yard line, their third first down of this opening quarter. Chad Neal with the RPO offense, run people over.
Yes, sir.
Toss, sweep, student body right. But this time Allard is stood up. They'll give him forward progress to the 38-yard line. Van Dyke, who's been on a lot of tackles
I like what
early
Sheehan's
on,
doing.
makes the stop.
Well, Sheehan right now notices when they're playing the 2 tight end set that they have to bring an extra man down. So they have a 5 down lineman set on this particular formation, and that puts a lot of pressure where you could slant, move, and create some disturbances there and allow the linebackers to scrape over and make plays.
2nd and 8. Here's Allard again off the right side. He'll be about 2 yards short of the first down. Tucker Larson, the cornerback, junior, makes the stop.
3rd and about 3 for Killingly.
So they'll mark it at the 33-yard line.
Sheehan 33-yard line.
And you would think this is 4-down territory here. Once again, 2 tight ends. Toss, sweep, Brown. Spins, stays on his feet.
58.
I think he's going to be short of the first down.
I got to give credit to Mason Johnson from Sheehan. He was actually unblocked because in some of those techniques, they think that these linemen can't move and they will be able to get to the corner. Well, this young man, disciplined, he played on that flight side of the line, hustled down, and was there to help him make a play.
So this will be a 4th down as they bring Joe Mackey in. Fourth and a couple. It's Allard. He is hit in the backfield, but he goes forward, and he's close to the first down. And he does have the first down. That was
what a second effort
that time.
I was a little
Allard.
nervous there because that first impact did stop him right there, a little bit short. But again, this senior leadership of this young man and the tradition of this running backs in this program always show they will get and fight for that extra inch. Great play by the Killingly football team there.
Third first down of the drive. picked up 3 the hard way. 1st and 10 at the Sheehan 29 as Quinn Sumner used to be a ball boy in this program. His dad is an assistant coach. Play action, looks, goes deep, overthrows the receiver. Was looking for Hunter Allard, but he was covered closely. So it'll be a 2nd down and 10 for Killingly at the 29.
Very good coverage by Sheehan's defense. They had the safety over top and the corner playing under there to keep that play safe from doing any harm on the defense there.
Sheehan, a 35-yard touchdown pass from O'Brien to Doherty off the turnover. Once again, 2 tight ends. Brown trying to get outside, cuts it back in. It'll set up a 3rd down and about 5 from the 23-yard line.
Well, his elusiveness is just gotten better. I remember last year he had speed, but he really didn't know how to control those movements. He just kept on pushing through. Now he knows how to read the blocks, made 2 good, beautiful cuts, and then finish downhill, which we always want to do as a running back.
Gould, the fullback, Brown and Allard, the halfbacks. Allard coming right, gets to the edge, gets the 1st down. Gang tackled inside the 15 at about the 13, and that was student body right that time.
The traditional blast play with those 2 backs leading the way and kicking out the corner and the safety there. But a great job by the front line eliminating any kind of penetration. And this is the RPO that Coach Neal always talks about that takes that momentum and energy from a defense really quickly.
This will be the 10th play of the drive. It started back at the 37-yard line. Down to 4:24 to go in this fast-moving first quarter, which is what happens when teams keep the ball on the ground.
My favorite kind of football.
This time they give it to the fullback. Down to the 10-yard line.
A big kudos to Tyler Smith.
That was a fumble.
Yeah, he saw that happen real quick. When the half-off exchange came out there, I guess Quinn had to reach out there and give it to him. It wasn't a tight give, so that ball slipped out there. But good old 61 did a great job reading that and keeping that on Killingly's side.
They're going to mark it at the 11, so call it 2nd and 8.
From the Sheehan 14-yard line.
Brown trying to go left, gets a block by Allard. On his feet, and he's in. Touchdown. Great lead block that time by Hayden Allard. And for Everton Brown, it is his 2nd touchdown of the season and a good answer by Killingly.
That's true, Joe. A great job by the backs coming out there. They have a brotherhood that leads to momentum, blocking for each other, play after play, and gearing in. And that's what I love about Coach Neal. He makes sure the distribution is given there, and that effective offensive drive gave him 6 points right now.
Cooper Logie will try to tie the game with the extra point. Good snap and spot. And we're even at 7.
Yeah.
So a good answer by the Killingly offense as they go 63 yards in 10 plays.
Right here, as you can see, the offensive line moved with the guard pulling and sealing off any kind of blitz call, and a great block by Allard. As he gets around the corner, he smoothly walks in off the edge, helping the Killing team now hold momentum and lead the way for the next series.
Took him 4 minutes and 43 seconds to tie the football game.
Hey, like the old Rocky Balboa mentality, if you keep the offense minimal on the other side from having possessions, that really favors Killingly right now. That clock-munching gameplay kind of style can bring the fourth quarter into what it possibly could be anybody goes kind of mentality. So great job for coming back after getting scored upon.
Yeah, so far, Killingly has had the ball for 4 plays on the first possession and then 10 plays there.
Let's just say 2 soft-boiled eggs would have been done by the time they got done with both their series right there. A little salt and pepper on top of that one, huh?
As you look at Quinn Sumner,
Kupologi to kick off.
Corpologi will kick the ball off. Smoke makes it a little difficult.
Yeah, a little
to see
little
a
eeriness
returner.
off the sunset that's coming across this field. It's a nice kick all the way down to the 10.
Fielded at the 10. Here's Doherty, cuts it upfield, and good return by Doherty out to the 37-yard line. So good field position for Sheehan.
About the 36-yard line, 37-yard line.
All even at 7.
For Sheehan from their own 37-yard line.
Jake O'Brien threw 2 passes in that first series. One, the 35-yard touchdown pass. Lucas Gurria and Mason Bear will come wide to the near side. Now they reset Bear. Empty backfield. The handoff
33, Tucker Lawson on the
around the right side is Tucker Larson. And gets about 5 on the play
35.
to the 42-yard line.
Hunter Allard on the tackle.
Hunter Allard makes a stop, and it's
There's a
second and 6, but they've waved
No
the flag off.
Being picked up.
Kevin Moreland says no flag. And forward progress, Pasta will get him 5 to the 43.
Joe, I'm noticing right now these wide receivers are really doing a good job stock blocking, and that's going to be important for this series.
And about 5 for Sheehan.
O'Brien in the shotgun on 2nd and 5. Hands it off, but no room for Jack Grant.
Is that a 2-point takedown by Anthony Oates there, Joe?
Jack Grant on the carry.
No gain on the play, so it sets up a Third
and
down and
about
5 at the
for Sheehan.
43-yard line. 2.5 minutes to go, and what's been an evenly played first quarter. Larson motions into the backfield. Grant turns the right side, but he's dragged down a couple of yards short of the first down.
That play was Joseph Mackey coming off the edge and making a good tackle there.
So we'll see what John Ferrazzi in his 19th year at the helm does here.
45-yard line.
He's about 3 yards short of the first down. And they're going to go for it. They need the 47. O'Brien keeps it, and he's got the first down to midfield. Nice fake by Jake.
Yeah, he made a great read. That linebacker did go work on that sweep play, and it just left him wide open to run downhill and get that first down. Great job by the offensive call there.
So 1st and 10, Sheehan, as they keep the drive alive with the 4th down conversion. O'Brien, read option right, gives it to Grant, but they did not fool Joe Gould. And the loss is back to the 47?
Yep. So that was a good disciplined play. They knew their responsibilities on that one, and they did it effectively.
2-yard loss. That's a 2nd and 12 for the Titans. Going right to left for the next minute 21. O'Brien dumps it out here. He's got a man complete, but hit immediately on the play is Josh Durant at midfield.
That was a great job by the defensive backs here. This is a veteran group for Killingly, and these guys knew where the routes were, and he jumped on it, causing the quarterback to make an adjustment. He did a great job reading that pressure off the outside and giving it to the safety valve, that running back on the outside.
Once again, the flag is picked up. So they mark it at midfield. That'll make it 3rd down and 9
3rd and about 10
for Sheehan.
for Sheehan. from midfield.
Durant averaging 9 yards per carry on the season, the lone setback. They run Lawrenson as an H-back to the right. Pass for Durant incomplete. Brown was all over him.
Just Killingly defense right now. It seems like they were really schooled on what was going to happen and what was expected. And when you force an offensive team for a 3rd and 9 like that, that really favors Killingly. They did a great job. Now we're going to see a good special team exchange coming up.
Aiden Lamott
4th and about 9 for
will go back to receive the punt
Sheehan
of
from
Evan
the
Keating,
49-yard line.
averaging 32 yards per kick on the season. So a good shutdown series by the Killingly defense after the offense tied the game up. No rush. Good kick. Caught at the 20 and dropped in his tacks at the 24-yard line. No place for Hayden Allard to run that time.
Yeah, great job by Reed Carter there, coming down the field and shimmying to make that play.
So 27 seconds to go in the first quarter. They'll mark it at the 25 of Killingly. As the Killingly offense returns to the field. Quinn Sumner under center. Here's Allard. There's motion on that play. Looked like procedure by maybe Durant in the backfield.
A lot of flags in the first quarter here, Joe.
They move it back 5. Natives are not happy, but we could see that one from here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's hard because sometimes they don't understand the concept of those motions, and when 2 people are moving, that is a legal procedure.
So 1st and 15 at the 20. Joe Mackey comes into the backfield for Killingly as they run a traditional I set. Here's Brown on the end around. Tries to get to the outside. He's stood up at about the 22-yard line.
Good
Noah
job.
Mutino and A.J. Tatro on the stop, and that'll do it. That's the end of the first quarter of play. We're tied at 7 here on Friday Night Football on theday.com.
Here at Game Day, we're proud to bring you unrivaled video coverage of local high school sports, all of it free for you to watch. These videos are not free for us to produce them. If you'd like to ensure that we can keep covering your school and your teams, there's a few ways that you can support us. Hit up our merch store and pick up some Game Day gear in your school colors. Our camera operators are always looking for those shirts and hoodies in the crowd, and you may see yourself on our next live stream. We get a lot of support from businesses in our community, and if you'd like to join them as a sponsor, send us a message and we can connect you with our advertising staff. Finally, The Day is the organization behind everything we do here at Game Day. If you want to support The Day's community journalism, consider a print or digital subscription at theday.com/subscribe.
You get a look at the Killingly cheerleaders on the near sideline. We are even at 7. Teams exchanging touchdowns in the opening 12 minutes. Sheehan scoring off the turnover. O'Brien 35 yards to Doherty, and then Brown an 11-yard touchdown run. 2nd and we'll call it 8 from the, actually 2nd and 12 from the 23. Quinn Sumner, the quarterback. Toss, sweep right for Allard. Slowed down and falls forward to about the 26-yard line, and it sets up 3rd and long.
Yeah, 3rd and long for both teams has not been good for them.
Well, 2 teams that are not passing teams.
Yes, sir.
You know, when you're predominantly a running team, Pasta, you got to stay out of those. First off, you can't get behind the chains on penalties and the like.
That's factual right there.
So we'll see what Sumner comes up with. Wide out to the right. Play action. Gets it off and overthrows his receiver. That was Joe Gould. Had a little pressure on him.
26 goes to Gould.
So that's our first 3 and out
Second
of
and
the
9 for, fourth and 9
evening.
From the
And it'll be Gould to kick the
25
football
yard
away
line.
to Jaden Doherty.
26 goes to Gould to punt.
His first punt of the season for Joe Gould. They did
Imagine
not
that.
have to punt in their first 2 games. Good rush. Line drive kick. Doherty backs away, and it's going to be a good result down to the 35-yard line. So 39-yard kick for Gould. He was under pressure there. So Sheehan takes over with 11:03 to go in the first half. The game tied at 7.
I think both offenses could be so powerful that we should be having a high-scoring game here. But credit to both defenses being fundamental and doing what they need to do to stop the offense.
Well, Killingly had only given up 16 points coming in. Sheehan had given up 34 in 2 games. Jake O'Brien, the 2-year starter at quarterback,
Grant on the carry.
hands it off to Grant. He gets short yardage up the middle
26.
to about the 38-yard line. Pickup of 3.
Second and 7 for
Joe Gould on the tackle.
from the
Both these teams will try to
38-yard line.
run, pare the clock down, try to impose their will. And as we said at the start, whichever line dominates could be the way this game goes. Doherty motions left. O'Brien stops, throws over the middle. He's got a man wide open for a first down. O'Brien created time, and he was able to find Lucas Jeremiah. So for Jeremiah, his 4th catch of the
From
season,
the Sheehan 48-yard line.
and the pickup is 10, and that's another first down for the Titans. Good job by O'Brien stopping on a dime that time. Larson motions.
Grant on the carry.
Here's Durant, turns the corner, and he's got another first down Pasta
32.
at the 42-yard
80-yard
line.
Well, the breakdown on the defense is gap control, and right there the edge player was a little bit higher than normal, and they ran a G game right under there, and it was a wide open gap. Again, the acceleration on these running backs are tremendous, and that's why we had a big play right there.
So first downs on back-to-back plays. Sheehan with 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Play action. Here's a pass. It's caught by Mason Bear at the 35-yard line.
Mason's a big tight end. Size,
Mason is a bear.
And exactly, and great hands because that ball was a little bit higher, but the quarterback throw was good. He accelerated where he could continue to run and make a play.
Pickup of 7.
And about 3 for
This will be the 5th play of the drive that began back
from the Killingly
at
35-yard
the
line.
Sheehan 35-yard line. When he's thrown, Jake O'Brien's been sharp,
Brian on the carry.
trying to pick his way is Josh Durant. Not much there,
Third
and it's going to be 3rd and inches.
1 for Sheehan. From the Killingly
Almost a free play here
Yeah.
for Sheehan. Durant the lone setback. Doherty motions. They give it to Durant. He's got the first down. Straight up the middle. No reason to take any chances.
No, it's a safe play. It's a physical play, and it's gaining yardage. And again, when you get yourself in third and short, we're talking the difference. Third and longs to third and shorts totally changes the mindset there for that team.
Tatro, Pereira, and Caponera in the middle of that Sheehan offensive line doing the job. 1st and 10 Titans at the Killingly 33. O'Brien to throw. Gets away from one man. Now he just dumps it. Boy, they had pressure on him from the start.
Yeah. Oh, we got a flag down.
Are they going to call grounding? Did he get to the line? Did he get the ball to the line of scrimmage?
I believe that's the question right there.
Officials are talking it over. I'm not sure the ball got back to the line of scrimmage. As our officiating crew continues to talk things over, now we'll get the word from Kevin Moreland. And again,
there's a record.
We get the flag.
We got more disregards in this game than I had in my career here being announcing. That's awesome. Yep.
And now, Chad Neal looking for an explanation. Looks to be somewhat placated.
But it's close, and you know the referees have certain angles, and that's why they communicate to find out what the right moment is. So credit to the referees here.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line of Killingly. Play action. Here's Doherty. Catches it. Is grabbed and still falls forward. He's so thin, guys can't tackle him.
He's got a lot of heart. That young man can really catch and move, and he doesn't want to quit. Great play.
Doherty, who caught the touchdown pass, picks up 4 there. So we'll call it 3rd and 6. Now, their field goal kicker, Keating, has a 39-yarder this year, but they need significantly more yardage. Crowd urging the defense on. Kept by O'Brien. Big run by Jake O'Brien as he gets inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line. A 9-yard pickup and the 4th first down of the drive.
Phenomenal read. He actually saw the defensive end that was trying to squeeze in go towards a running back when he's supposed to be disciplined to stay home off that mesh read. And he just took off after that and ran downhill to get that first down.
Now explain what you mean by mesh read.
So each edge player, when there's a mesh read exchange from the quarterback, they have to be disciplined on their side of the ball.
It's Grant getting inside the 20 to about the 14 for a pickup of 4.
So as the edge readers read the play, if the running back is coming towards them, they're responsible for the running back, while the other is responsible for the quarterback.
2nd and 6. This will be the 11th play of the drive for Sheehan. Once again, Grant, the tailback. Gets it, goes left, puts his head down. He'll be close to the first down at about the 9.
His helmet came off, so he has to go out for a play.
They'll just slide Durant in the game.
That's right.
So it'll be 3rd and inches for Sheehan at the 9-yard line. And we got offsides as Killingly jumped. And it'll be 1st and goal.
This offensive line from Sheehan has done a phenomenal job to, maintain that momentum there from a fast defensive line group that we have here, Killingly.
So 1st and goal at the 4. Durant, the left half, next to O'Brien. Gets the ball, goes up the middle. He'll be down to about the 2. Stopped by Anthony Oates, the 260-pound wrestling champ last year in Class S. Quick count. They give it to Durant. He goes in for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Sheehan.
Josh Durant with his 3rd touchdown of the season Pasta, that's an impressive 65-yard drive.
It's a drive that an offensive coach loves to have with some whipped cream and cherry on top, because that's what it did. It killed time, and it dominated, and it made the defense really stay out there longer than normal. You know, the energy of a defense definitely is more profound, especially parents out there. That 101 is defense has more energy than offense, and therefore, if you burn it out, that can cause problems.
I noticed a lot of food references.
Oh, yeah. I will always throw that there because everybody gets along with it, you know? I understand it.
Here's Keating to try the extra point, and the kick is good. So a 65-yard, 13-play drive that took 5.5 minutes, and Sheehan jumps back on top, 14-7.
Right there. That's like oatmeal. I tell you, that was a great job the way they did it, and mixing the plays with interior run game and some pass games that led to first downs. You know, good thing right there was not really too much penalties, and that helps out. So 3rd and shorts is what needed, and they were effectively doing a great job for that one.
So we'll see if Killingly can bounce back. They did after Sheehan's first touchdown. As you look at the Titans as they come out for the kickoff. 5:32 to go in this first half.
22, Evan Keating to kick off.
Keating will kick it off. Aiden Allard, Brown, and Joe Mackey going back, although Mackey's an up back. Do you like the NFL kickoff rule? I don't.
No, you know what? I know it's a safety
gimmicky.
factor, but it is gimmicky, and I think it doesn't give the chance for special team coaches out there that put the time and hours in there to develop good plays, because special teams is a factor in the game, and to take it away is kind of heartbreaking.
Brown will field it at the 14. He's hemmed in and spun down. Good special team coverage by the Titans. So Killingly will take over at their own 23-yard line. 1st and 10.
Well, they got plenty of time to continue to do what they've been doing, grinding and trying to get these first downs the way they need to. It's a good chance for Killingly to come back and tie this game up.
Quinn Sumner sets his team in an I set. Allard the tailback. O'Brien quickly on the right. It's intercepted and going all the way for a touchdown.
What a play.
Touchdown, interception. Ashton Martin.
Sounds like a car.
Or no, make that Tucker Larson.
Tucker Larson? Okay. Joe, that's a great example of what zone coverage can do for you versus man. Man, our defensive backs are focusing on the individual in front of them. In zone, you can actually cheat and keep your eye on that quarterback, and that's what he did. As he made his re-steps, he saw the ball thrown, aggressively attacked it, and got quick 6 for that team.
Read the quarterback's eyes the entire way.
All the way through.
So right back out to try the extra point is Keating. And this one is the first one he's missed this season.
5:19 remaining in the second period.
2 touchdowns in the space of 13 seconds. And Sheehan has jumped on top by a score of 20-7. As we get a look at this.
It was a little bit late for the read, but the young man, as you could see, when he caught that ball, he already read it, and he had his hands right out there to make that play. Good discipline.
So Tucker Larson with the pick 6. And Killingly's got to regroup. This is a big 5:19 for them.
Right.
To try to answer back, because Sheehan will get the second half kickoff.
Definitely have to have some points in this drive coming up. Yes.
Allard and Brown, the deep backs, set to receive the Keating kickoff.
Keating to kick off for Sheehan.
The fan base today is pretty packed. It's beautiful out there. A lot of kids playing football, throwing the balls around here, and parents are cheering along. Those bells are rocking.
Home crowd sitting a little bit stunned. They have not seen their team trail at all this season before tonight, but to be honest, not to disparage the earlier opponents, this is by far the best team that each team has played this year.
Yep, it's all about adversity today.
Here's Keating to kick. Squibs it. Caught by the up back.
Ball is taken by number 8.
And spinning down at the 41-yard line is Peyton Wallace. So pretty good field position for Killingly to start this critical drive with 5:12 to go in the first half. Not sure he squibbed that on purpose, Pasta.
I think it just came off the edge of his foot, but it was a secure catch, and definitely a positive for Killingly.
1st and 10 at the 40. We'll see if Killingly goes back to the ground game. They give it to Brown, gets a good lead block, falls forward for 3, maybe 4. Tripped up on the play.
77.
Good speed from the linebackers there in that play as they played over top and made sure they stayed in their gaps.
Picks up 3. 2nd and 7 at the 43. Clock continues to run. Inside 5 minutes to go here in the opening half. Jody Ambrosio sitting in for Casey O'Neill. Jose Pasta Sambria. Here's Brown again.
Everton Brown on the carry.
Everton gets to about the 47-yard line where it'll set up a 3rd down and 3.
Lorenzen on the tackle.
Killingly's doing a great job running these quick trap games, letting that edge player work upfield and gaining these positive yards. Great call so far.
Couple of big fellas
yeah, they
come
get the
in.
big boys in now to stop
Getting
that trap.
Jonah Campanella, 68 in the game. Once again, power I. Here's Allard. Looks to cut it upfield, but he's going to be stopped short of the first down. Good job of swarming by that Sheehan defense. Sets up 4th and 1. A.J. Tatro got to Allard and didn't let him get to the sticks.
I love their pursuit. They were gap controlled, and they played very well on that play.
So here's a huge play. 4th and 1 at the 49. And a good job by Sumner.
The old ice play.
To use the snap count to draw Sheehan offside, and that'll be a first down to the Titan 46-yard line.
I remember when I played that John Elway used to have a bark that made everybody move forward, It's quick cadence, help out.
Here's Brown. He's got the first down yardage and more. There is a flag on the play. Thrown in the vicinity of Ryan Webster. And we might get an illegal block called against Killingly as they talk it over. The gain was good enough for the first down. It's a hold, so that's going to come back. And the natives are restless.
Yes, they are.
Killingly.
That's why I'm sitting here like, oh boy, the energy's coming up. But it's tough because, I always tell people, receivers and stock blocking, you have to keep your feet moving. And in this instance, it seemed like they had a hold from ripping a jersey or something.
So it ends up being a 1-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. Clock approaching 3 minutes to play in this first half. Sheehan up 20-7. Allard up the middle. Gets a lot of that yardage back and more. Back to the 40-yard line. 7 yards for Hayden Allard. And it sets up a second down and 3. Nick Ferraro, linebacker, came up to make the stop.
I love the way Killingly's answering back right now.
2 tight ends. Toss, sweep, Brown gets momentum. Second effort. Gets the first down. They hit Everton Brown, Pasta, but he kept the legs churning and stepped out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
He's got fast feet, and upper tackling is not going to help out. You definitely have to wrap and let the team come in there and wrap up and play, because all these running backs for Kinley have great footwork, and they're working hard to get downhill.
8-yard gain on the play. Clock stopped at 2:26. Allard hit as soon as he picked it up. Nowhere to run that time. A.J. Tatro, the defensive tackle, said, "Not now, Mr. Allard."
Yeah, A.J. was
no
tough
gain on the play.
Took off the block, and he was there to wrap up real quick.
2nd and 10 at the 32. Clock continues to run inside 2 minutes. Brown comes left, runs through tackles, spins down inside the 20. Doherty hit him, but Brown would not be denied.
Good old classic counter play on that one.
13-yard line. 1st and 10 Killingly from the Sheehan 13.
Pickup of
1:50
19.
remaining in the first half.
1st and 10. Allard goes right. Allard to the edge. Allard to the end zone. Touchdown, Killingly. 13 yards by Hayden Allard.
That's the way to answer back a play from a series that they had a difficult play. You know, that's what I love about Kinley, and that's what I was expecting. How do you face adversity when you have something like that on offense happen? Nope, you gear in. That's why I love Coach Neal's poise and how he has his coaching staff ready to work through those things and come back to good old-fashioned RPO football and get that touchdown that they need.
A 60-yard touchdown drive. Cooper Logie will try to make it a 6-point game with 1:37 to go here in half number 1. Kick is blocked. Snap was bobbled. So each team has missed an extra point. So for Allard, his 9th touchdown run of the season, and now Sheehan with 1:37 and 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
To make something happen.
Plenty of time. As you can see, he's going outside. He sees that the edge player plays up, follows his guard, gets right under it, gets that block, and he's free to go to get to the end zone. So, again, great execution, great blocking scheme for the Kinley offensive line, and this is where they keep that balance of momentum. What a great game so far, Joe. I got to say, really intense. More of a chess game than this explosive offensive game that people were expecting.
60 yards, 8 plays, took him 3 minutes and 23 seconds.
Wow. A lot of minutes on the clock for both teams, huh? They're
set up by the short kick.
Yep, the short kick
had the short field, and they were able to move the ball quickly down the field. So now Logie will kick it off. Jaden Doherty, number 10, goes back, as does number 33, Mr. Larson. Doherty's been involved in just about everything here.
Yes, he has.
Both sides of the ball. For a kid who weighs 140 pounds, he's not afraid to stick his nose in there defensively.
A lot of heart, a lot of heart. You know, I watched that video and I was just wondering, you know, how these kids can have that mentality. You know, if you don't have it, it won't show. And that young man does have it.
Cooper Logie puts the foot in the football. This will be Larson from the 15. Larson with a good return at the 33. Killingly says he put the football on the ground, but the men in the striped shirts say no. So, Jake O'Brien, we have another flag on the play.
Holding.
This will go back. Holding penalty on Sheehan.
First half has been a lot of yellows there, Joe.
And we've had, what did we have, 3 waved off?
Yeah, no banana peels out there. Those are official flags, everyone.
So this will bring him way back.
Yeah.
And they're going to mark it at the 15-yard line. So that's where Sheehan will take over as you watch him run on the field. Jackson Pereira, number 77, 6 foot, 345.
Unbelievable. And fast feet.
O'Brien in the shotgun. Gives it to Grant. Hemmed into the backfield. And Anthony Oates with the takedown.
That's the kind of attitude that the Killingly defense has. When they could wrap and tackle like that, and Anthony's leading the way, boy, it sets the tone.
Pickup of 2. I would not, with Sheehan getting the second half kickoff, Pasta, I wouldn't expect them to do anything dangerous here.
No, that penalty that really caused the coach to change the mindset and play it safe, and so it's a good move for him right now.
They will be more than happy to take this 7-point lead into the locker room.
Yes, sir.
And come out and get the second half kickoff. Safe handoff to Durant. Goes up the middle. He gets the first down to the 27-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 40 seconds to go as the wind picks up here at Morgan Field.
26, Joe Gould on the tackle.
Joe Gould on the tackle, and they do not have to snap it here. They have to snap it once.
Maybe.
First and 10 for Sheehan.
O'Brien keeps it up the middle, weaves his way over the 30 to about the 33, and that should end the first half. So an entertaining first half.
It has been.
Here at Morgan Field.
At the end of the first half with the score,
Sheehan
20, 13.
with 2 offensive and 1 defensive touchdown, and the game has lived up to what we thought.
Definitely.
So we'll take the break for halftime and be back with you for the second half. 20-13. Sheehan leads Killingly here on theday.com.
It's almost here, baby.
It's that time.
Time to work. It's time to shine.
Can you feel it? We got this.
Here we go. Be ready.
Yeah! Are you ready?
Are you ready? Let's go! Oh yeah! It's game day! It's game day!
It's game day! 1, 2, 3, it's game day!
It's game day!
Communities that are no longer covered by local newspapers become news deserts that lack journalists providing government oversight and access to quality information. The Day is committed to providing comprehensive news coverage in every town in southeastern Connecticut, but we've had to scale back coverage in some towns, including Ledyard and North Stonington, due to market forces affecting local news companies around the country. We need the continued support of the communities we serve to help fund additional staffing that enables us to provide the kind of coverage our readers expect in every town in the region. If you'd like to support the Day's News Desert Fund, please visit givebutter.com/theday.
At the end of today's game, you'll have the Philomenas player of the game. Game day is brought to you by Philomenas. It's always game day at Philomenas, southeastern Connecticut's go-to destination for events, fine food, and great atmosphere. Offering an all-new brunch menu, wing and drink specials, and live music, Philomenas provides the premier atmosphere for viewing all of your college and pro football. Stop in and see Mike or Sarah sit at the brand new bar, or reserve your party in one of 3 private dining areas. Everyone's family at Philomenas. And you're also going to want to follow Game Day CT after the game for the Scient Top Play. Pave the way for your students' financial success with a MySci account from Scient Federal Credit Union. Open a high-yield MySci savings account today and help support a positive financial future for your student. Visit scientfcu.org to learn more.
Last year, Waterford senior number 4 on the grade 8, the Olympico kick. I'm here with Cam Dickinson. I don't think she can pull it off. It looks way too hard. I think it was a fluke. Get it done.
I got it.
That was just too easy, and that is a grade 8 play. Send in your best plays and see if you can beat that and make this year's grade 8 Olympico style.
Relive a century of history from the perspective of southeastern Connecticut with the new hardcover book, Front Page News, A Century of Big Stories in the Day, 1881 to 1981. This 136-page limited edition book captures the pulse of a region and a nation, showcasing the day's most iconic front pages from its first 100 years. Order today at theday.frontpagesbook.com.
Stomping and clapping from the jump with our rendition of We Will Rock You. The band will follow that up with the classic easy rock sounds of Crazy Little Thing Called Love. This year's band is led by a wonderful new group of student leaders: Xavier Anderson, Brady Bresniak, Savannah Christensen, Gavin Correo, Emily Fulton, Chris Jankowski, Dakota Lauren, Jaden Raquel, Sidney Thompson, and Calvin Vandale. The Killingly High School Big Red Marching Band is led by the amazing team of music instructors, including band director Jeffrey Ethiam, assistant band director Brittany Verone, color guard instructor Lisa Higgins, and percussion instructor Jason Beek. Now please sit back, relax, and enjoy Big Red Rhapsody.
So my football story starts right in youth, down in Kinley, Brooklyn Midget Football. I was one of those kids, I was looking up to all the high schoolers. I was like, man, I can't wait to get up here and be in front of a big crowd and play. I remember watching Jack Sharp on the sideline. I was a ball boy for a couple games, so definitely watching him really inspired me.
That's part of our success. Kinley, Brooklyn Midget Football, they do a tremendous job getting the kids ready. The coaching staff's down there, prepare them. You know, their success has been our success. And without them and that feeder system, we would not be where we are today. We played a lot of young kids last year, especially the current junior class. I believe we started 8 to 10 sophomores last year, majority of them on defense, but we did return our starting quarterback, our receivers, our tight end, I believe 7 seniors, 2 returning seniors with playing experience. So, you know, it is a young group. He's been our middle linebacker last year, same role this year. He's really, you know, put on some size and speed. He was a good size last year, but he's trimmed down a little bit, more muscle mass.
We all work out in the barn and we get really big over the off season, and we just get ready for the next football season, push each other every day, become better as a team. And last year we started a lot of young guys. This year we got a lot closer, and now the younger kids got a little better taste of what it feels to play varsity, and we're all playing as a team this year.
Yeah, it's key, especially in the position he's at middle linebacker. He's the captain of the defense. He's got to tell people where to go, and he has the experience playing in big games for the last 3 years.
Are you ready? Ready, begin. 1, 2,
the hopes for this season, I know a lot of people were saying state championship, but I feel like we should be 1-0 each and every week, and we should just get better each and every week.
I think when Jaden was a freshman, he wasn't even 100 pounds. But Jaden's always been used to being a smaller guy, and he's never allowed that to be an excuse. He's been used to that. He's developed his game around being a smaller guy. He's incredibly shifty, explosive, he's fast, and he uses his strengths very well.
Basically, when I was young, my dad suggested that I start football, and I was like, I don't really know, I'm small. So I went into flag football, like, 2nd grade. I kind of shined there, so I started tackle the next year, and I kind of just continued. It's been like my passion ever since I was little.
Jaden's certainly been an explosive playmaker in these first 2 games this year. You know, we started seeing some of that playmaking ability out of him last year, and now with his grown confidence and being in his senior year, you know, he's just really been able to take a lot more load on and do it. But I think what's even more impressive with him is the leader he's become out here as well. You know, he leads very well by example. He works his tail off, and he certainly gets the team fired up when they need it. He's a very versatile player. Obviously, he's, you know, statistically, he's put up some pretty good numbers as a receiver. He's also a safety for us, as well as shining in the return game as a kick returner and a punt returner. So he's even the backup punter if we need him.
In a big game where it's a tight game all the way to the 4th, I want to say I'm only off a couple plays, like maximum like 10 plays. It's if I need a blow.
Yeah, I think it's the world we live in here. You know, we're a smaller school, smaller program, and guys have just had to have gotten used to every year that they have to be versatile and play different positions. So we got a lot more guys that do it as well, and I think it's just something that everybody's used to around here.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love being able to step on the field. I'd never want to come off.
It's time for Game Day's Grade 8 Plays of the Week. At number 8, Plainfield Soccer's Cariana Heredia. Look at her bend it, banana kick up into the upper corner. At number 7, the Wizard, Erlin Almendarez, New London Soccer with the laser. Oh, that's just magic. At number 6, Alyssa Fernandez of St. Bernard Soccer says, "Run, Abby, run." Abby Egan says, "I got you," outraces the defender and then casually slips one past the goalie. Beautiful goal for the Saints. Speaking of girls soccer, at number 5, Waterford, well, they're simply twinning. Charlotte Jessic settles it, threads the perfect pass to sister Paige and her twin. One touches it past the Woodstock keeper. Lancers stay unbeaten. At number 4, let's go to the young guy. Freshman Evan Lounsbury, Plainfield football, with the strip at the goal line, and he's off to the races. Looks like a sure touchdown. Give Quinebaug Valley credit. He never gives up. Makes the tackle, but Plainfield would score the winning touchdown. At number 3, let's go all the way to the micros. Jaden Aruda with the bomb in stride. Matt Dardone, you're not catching him. Stonington Micros stay undefeated. 70-yard touchdown as the half expires. At number 2, New London's Caden Gaskin. Well, you know KK gonna make a play. That seems like nothing. Well, I'm gonna shake here, and now it's time for a little bake here, and let me give you one more little shimmy. And now it's time for some man style. Put the head down, and Gaskin, stop it. Just stop it, KK. But at number 1, Jax Higgins, Waterford football, breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, gets rid of that guy, outraces this guy, and now he's headed down the sidelines 93 yards to keep the Lancers undefeated at 2-0, and those are your Grade 8 plays of the week. Send us your best plays. Maybe you can make next week's Grade 8.
At The Day, our journalists are in your community, talking with business owners, attending town meetings, analyzing data, talking to government leaders, reporting on the issues that matter most to you. Since 1881, we have been serving our community and will continue to do so 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Never miss a day of news. Enjoy convenient home delivery right to your doorstep, 7 days a week. Subscribe at theday.com/subscribe.
Game Day is brought to you by Waterford Dental Health. Gear up for game day with a winning smile from Waterford Dental Health. Located in Waterford, we're your go-to for top-notch dental care in a relaxed, friendly setting. Whether you need a routine checkup, a cosmetic boost, or advanced treatment, our experienced team has you covered. Enjoy the game with confidence and comfort. Schedule your appointment today. Waterford Dental Health, where your smile is our top priority. Visit us online or call now to book.
Welcome back to Morgan Field here in Killingly. Jody Ambrosio sitting in for my friend Casey O'Neill with Pasta Jose Sambria. Pretty evenly played game, 20-13. Pasta turnovers. The difference, Killingly fumbled on its first possession. Sheehan then went 46 yards in 4 plays, capped by the O'Brien 35-yard touchdown pass to Jason Doherty. And then midway through the second quarter, after Sheehan took a 14-7 lead, disaster struck for Killingly again.
Yeah, definitely the turnovers have been the key there. Both offenses have explosions, but again, that play right there set the tone on how they kept the momentum. But then guess what? Resolve came into play. We see Killingly come back, drive down the field, and score. So this is a very competitive program where both these teams are not afraid of each other. It's about execution and about following through and controlling the tempo of the game.
Both teams are back stretching to get ready for the second half. Sheehan, which won the toss and deferred, will get the football first, and both teams have lived up to their billing. They've both really been able to run the ball extremely well in the first 2 quarters.
Well, a lot of that, the defensive linemen have been told, and we were hearing it out there. You got to stay in your gap, and you can't go upfield. These traps and these kicks from a G scheme to a counter scheme can be explosive. So all you heard was the coaches out there, and you hear it explode through the block. And we might see that in the second half if some of these kids learn and pick that up. That could numb up some of those running plays.
And you would think the second half will also be a big game as far as field position is concerned. Killingly can't afford to get any farther behind.
Definitely. Time is the factor. If you have the ball, keep that other offense away, and score is the best about all. So hopefully Killingly can dominate that way. They'll have a chance to win. But it's very hard to stop Sheehan's offense. They're very explosive.
Killingly with wins over Stonington, 68-16 in East Lyme, 49-0 Sheehan with wins over Griswold, 47-6 in Xavier, 31-28. This is the first of 3 Alliance games for Killingly. When I spoke to both coaches during the week, they like the Alliance. They like the opportunity to go to different parts of the state or have teams from different parts of the state come to your place, like tonight with Sheehan, and test yourself against competition.
Definitely. I think that's what I love about Coach Neal. He's telling his program, we're not afraid to face whatever the schedule has. We're going to compete, and we're going to show the Killingly way. So that's something that's gratifying, especially in this league, the ECC, where we go out there. We got to learn how to get better. These are the things that we expect on these kind of rivalry games that are developing right now with the league.
Killingly's other Alliance games, they'll go to Guilford on October 10th, and then November 1st, Joe Barlow comes here, and of course it was Barlow that beat Sheehan in controversial fashion in the SS semifinals last year on a blown call, a misinterpreted call that ended up costing Sheehan the chance to win the game. So Cooper Logie set to kick it off. Back deep to receive Jaden Doherty and Tucker Larson. So happy you're with us here on theday.com. Peter Hoppe, our outstanding director, producer, and the great crew helping us out here at Morgan Field. Beautiful facility here at Killingly. 20-13. Killingly in the dark jerseys. Doherty will field it at the 10. Veers left, gets a block, and he gets over the 30. But guess what we have on the field, Pasta?
We got
you
a
will
flag.
never guess what we have on the field.
That's the only thing that's shining off the ground, the flags today. Again, execution and blocks, I could see how people could get stressed out. But those are very good calls in the sense that, it's safety, but at the same time, teach those fundamentals. Keep those feet moving, guys. If you don't move your feet, you're going to hold.
It's a hold on Sheehan as you watch the Titans huddle up on the far side. So Sheehan will start this first drive back at its own 14-yard line. Jake O'Brien is the quarterback. Jack Grant and Josh Durant alternate as the running backs. This will be Grant off the left hip of O'Brien. They motion Doherty to the right. Grant trying to come right. Hemmed in. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. No gain.
Great discipline by the Killingly defense right there as Hayden Allard was making sure he's disciplined and staying in his gap. That was what the mesh read was all about. Right there, he made a great play.
And if you missed the first half, you missed Pasta explaining the mesh read. I still have no idea what it means, but it sounded good. So, 2nd and 10 from the 14. 345-pound Jackson Pereira, the center. O'Brien in the gun. He's going to keep it. He's going to lose yardage. Once again, it's Grant from that middle linebacker spot. And it'll be 3rd and long for the Titans, and a good start to the second half for the Killingly defense.
Definitely sound defense, and they're flying to the ball. Great effort right here, putting this Sheehan offense in a position that they're not comfortable with.
3rd and 11. A.J. Tatro, Jonah Campanero, the guards. Richard Van Dyke, Cam Barberi, the tackle. O'Brien will look to throw. Long ball up the field, incomplete. Uncatchable. Oh, did he catch it? Doherty came down with it. What a catch by Doherty. But they're going to say he was out of bounds.
It was a great play by the safety to come there at the very end. It looked like he had the hands on the ball, but that impact from the safety caused that ball to come off, and not enough time to secure the catch there. Great start for the Killingly defense.
What you need.
Right
so
there.
Evan Keating will kick the ball away. Aiden Lamott and Hayden Allard back
Got
deep
one
to
foot
receive.
in there, but it's popped out right there by that safety. Great play.
Keating will accept the snap inside his end zone. No rush. Line drive kick that will sail out of bounds. Good kick by Keating, but it will be Killingly taken over on the plus side, past at the 48 of the Titans.
This is good natural momentum for Killingly right now, and this gives a chance for Killingly to really attain dominance of what we call field position in football, that chess game that we see these coaches do. Again, this is an advantage right now for Killingly that they could take over and score some points.
Quinn Sumner will run that RPO offense. Joe Gould is the fullback, along with Joe Mackey. Allard the tailback. He gets the pitch straight up the middle. First down yardage as he drags tacklers with him to the 37, a pickup of 11 and a first down for Killingly.
This offense brings me back to some great old school football where you had great running backs like Larry Zonka and, just guys that really could ground and pound. The way he runs downhill, it's a phenomenal job for Killingly right now.
Devin Moe, Michael Allen, Zach Phillips, Zach Gioshenko, and Tyler Smith. The big ends up front. Hunter Allard will be a wide out to the right. Tight to the line left side, Ryan Webster. Quinn Sumner under center. 1st and 10. They give it to Allard again. Big hole up the middle. Angry run by Allard. Keeps the field moving. Oh, Kyle Brandt would have loved that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Boy.
Takes it down to the 17-yard line.
You would think that year after year after year, Coach Neal has great running backs that come in, and then when they go, the question's always, who's the next running back? This young man is taking it to full strength right now. Great effort by this whole team over offense right now, dominating.
6 feet, 190 junior, Hayden Allard. Now they bring Everton Brown in on 1st and 10 at the 17. Allard, this time, Sheehan has it snuffed out. They would not be denied that time. Nick Ferraro shot the gap, and the loss will be back to the 23-yard line. So a 6-yard loss sets up 2nd and 16. Great play by Ferraro, coming in from his outside linebacker spot. Sumner, toss to Allard. Breaks one tackle, grabbed and falls forward. Initial hit by Lucas Jeremiah. Set up a 3rd and long. Barely gets back to the original line of scrimmage. We'll give him credit for that. So it'll be 3rd and 10. From the 19. Just the start of things, 3rd quarter. Killingly got a 3 and out. This is also, obviously, I would think, 4-down territory as they run the I set. They fake the reverse. O'Brien, nowhere to go. Breaks the tackle, and he's down. Now, they tried a little trickeration, but there was nobody open downfield, and O'Brien is sacked for a big loss.
Great coverage sack by the defensive core right there, keeping the players right in front of them and exchanging when they had to, as the defensive line kept good perimeter on that and making that play on the quarterback.
9-yard loss, so it's 4th and 20.
20 for Killingly from the 29-yard line.
So, O'Brien has wideouts to both sides. Short drop, looks, throws upfield, incomplete. That's a play they were working on during warm-ups as they try to go deep to Peyton Wallace. but Sheehan had it well defended. So the Titans hold, and they'll take over at their own 28 with 7:35 to go in the third quarter.
No, Sheehan got away with something right there. They had a really good defensive series with that blitz call that caused that loss of downs and shook that offense to be kind of unbalanced to make some calls at the end that were really not Killingly way. So good job for Sheehan's defense right there.
So Killingly's defense called on again. Grant will be the tailback. They'll send 3 wideouts to the left. Bubble screen for Doherty. Gets maybe 3, maybe 2, as he's tackled at the 30-yard line. So just a pickup of 2. 2nd and 8 for the Titans. They like Doherty on that bubble screen. That's the play that he scored a touchdown on.
Yep.
O'Brien in a shotgun set. They motion Larson. O'Brien throws upfield, low, incomplete, intended for Larson, but good coverage by Hunter Allard, and it sets up 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, both defenses are playing with so much confidence, as if they probably seen everything that they've seen through game film and through the practice repetition. So it's a well-coached game from what I'm seeing here, and the strategies are just the efforts of the players on the field right now.
Seems like O'Brien's throwing a lot. They average 18 passes a game in the first 2. Crowd urging the Killingly defense on 3rd and 8. And the whistles blow. And we got a timeout called by Killingly. Chad Neal saw something he didn't like, so he decides to take the first of his 3 timeouts. Next week, Killingly home at Thursday night against Bacon Academy. Sheehan's next game, they go to Bridgeport next Friday night to play Warren Harding in another Alliance game for the Titans. When the Alliance first started, most coaches seemed to be in favor. It seemed like the coaches in the CCC, which is the Hartford area, didn't like it. Really? But most other coaches seem to be in favor of expanding the competition and going to places that maybe they're not used to going. As we said, that's one of the things that Coach Chad Neal in his 19th year here at Killingly likes.
Yeah, definitely it's great. I remember when I played, we only faced teams across the other state when it was a championship game. So.
We were a running back?
Yeah. Me, I was a center. Imagine that.
Set and jest, Pasta.
That's right. I love
Set and jest. 3rd and 8 at the 30. O'Brien to throw. Far sideline. Did he get his feet down? No. Whew. Looks like they're calling it incomplete. Yep.
Seemed like his foot touched the out of bounds before even getting in.
So another 3 and out for the Killingly defense. Allard and Lamont back to receive the Keating kick. It's been a defensive stalemate here to start the second half.
Bill Belichick would be proud.
If he's not on his boat. This one's returnable. Lamont at the 33. Coming to the left. He's grabbed at the 40 and gets forward progress to the 44. Tackled on the play by Reed Carter, junior linebacker. So once again, Pasta, good field position for Killingly. They'll start the drive at their own 43-yard line.
It's a great strategy. Again, the field position game, no one really sees it a lot, but it does mean a lot, especially when you're on the sidelines coaching it. It's about advantage and it's about momentum.
Quinn Sumner hands to Allard. Big hole up the middle. Here he goes. Allard in the clear. It's a foot race. And it's a touchdown. Killingly.
Wow, Joe, what a play. What a play.
57 yards for Hayden Allard. And we're an extra point away from a tie. He ran like he was shot out of a cannon.
Wow, great execution from the blocking scheme, and he exploded through there, Joe. It was amazing.
We've got a Sheehan player down. Jack Grant is hurt. So Allard takes it 57 yards. His second rushing touchdown of the game. His 10th of the season. And we're a Cooper Logie extra point away from a tie score.
I tell you, that's a traditional power play that they run, and it's the bread and butter that they probably practiced preseason, and it's been in their dreams. And the execution of that one was wonderful.
That's your basic 57-yard, one play, 11-second drive. Watch Allard. Watch the blocking in the middle here, Poston. Once he gets through, that's a great kick-out block.
Yeah.
And then he was gone.
And his explosiveness right there running and holding the ball high and tight, the security, knowing that there's a defender close by, he kept that ball there. Great momentum and drive for the Killingly football team. Unbelievable.
Peter, can we see that one more time? I want to see who that kickout block
it was nice.
Was by, because that was, we'll see it after, we can see it after the extra point.
Give him humble pie for that young man.
So here's Logie to try the extra point out of the Ryan Webster hold. His last extra point was blocked. So Killingly has come out, dominated defensively to start the second half. A couple of 3-and-outs for the Titans. High snap. They get it down. And we are tied at 20.
Got a ball game here.
6:53 to go here in quarter number 3. Watch this kick-out block here. That's 53. That's Zach Giashenko, who pulled from his right guard spot and kicked out the lineman, and that was it.
So, Joe, it's a traditional wash-down block from every player on that goes gap down. That's what we would coach at. Gap down and follow the kick out. Amazing job. And this instant replay stuff has been really good, Pete. I'll tell you right now. This is good so that everybody can see, even the parents of the line.
Don't let his head get too big.
Oh, well, you know, the mothers.
You know, these technical people, once you throw them a bone, they're going to expect the whole cow.
But I'd say Mom is proud for that kick-out block there. That young man did. That's the hard work of an offensive lineman.
Said from a former offensive lineman. So the momentum has gone to Killingly. And Cooper Logie will kick it off. Jaden Doherty and Tucker Larson back deep to receive. 13 unanswered points by Killingly, and they are jacked up on the near sideline. All even at 20. It's a brand new ball game here at Morgan Field. Doherty over the 25, and he's swarmed by a host of Killingly tacklers. Joe Mackey getting there first, so that's where Sheehan will take over. They've only had the ball for 6 plays here in the third quarter. They mark it at the 27-yard line, so we'll see what Jake O'Brien can reach into his ditty bag and found. First year as a starter. He's the basketball point guard for the always good Sheehan boys basketball team. They're going to run an empty set with 2 wideouts to both sides, looking to spread out this Killingly defense. They fake to Larson, bubble screen Doherty, stutter steps, thrown down after a short gain. give him about 4 to the 31-yard line, setting up a 2nd down and 6.
Great discipline by Walter Onkley, who was the linebacker there, to stay home and make that tackle.
Now they bring a running back in the game on 2nd and 6. It's Durant up the middle. Maybe a yard to set up 3rd and 5.
Joe, the difference that I'm noticing right here is that Killingly has been taking that discipline about blowing up traps, and they're really taking pride. They're physical as opposed to what Sheehan was doing. So, that's neutralizing these big inside run plays that Sheehan was effective with.
3rd and a long 4 at the 33. Sheehan looking for their first 3rd down conversion. Larson, the only wide out to the near side right. Play action. O'Brien gonna run it. Gonna be hemmed in. Not gonna get there. Didn't fool anybody, particularly Joe Gould. It's another 3 and out by the Killingly defense. And once again, in comes Evan Keating to punt the football away to Aiden Lamott or the very busy Hayden Allard.
Sheehan, 34-yard line.
So barring a Ray Guy-esque punt, should be more good field position for Killingly. Low snap, no rush. Keating gets it away. Fair catch called at the 30-yard line. So that's where Killingly will take over with 4:36 to go in a third quarter pasta that's been all Killingly.
I love the energy right now. Yes, Killingly is dominating it, and that'll lead to the fourth quarter. A couple of factors to be aware of is, again, I know we're in week 3 of the season, but cramping can happen, and that can effectively happen to people that play both ways. So be alert. That might be around down the road.
Oh, I thought you meant up here in the booth.
I'm cramping right now just because the energy is so great.
You're so excited to be between Peter and me.
Yeah, definitely.
Quinn Sumner, the quarterback. Once again, that power I formation with Allard, the tailback. Toss pitch to Allard. This time, Sheehan's ready for him. Short yardage up the middle, hit initially by Lucas Jeremiah, and also hit by the defensive end, Noah Mutino. So we'll give him 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 at the 34. This is Brown. Cuts it back up the middle. What on his feet. Still running, and finally dragged down by Ferraro. And if Nick Ferraro didn't make that tackle, Mr. Brown was
going
downfield. He was downtown Brown.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is a great just an understanding of what offense can do. Coach Neal wants to get over that 50-yard line, so these plays are effective about that. Now when you get over there, you can establish these little mix-ups that he can work inside and outside.
Allard back in as the tailback after the 15-yard gain for Brown. They give it to Allard. Tripped up as he goes up the middle. Good job that time. Getting tripped up by Gavin Lawrenson. Pinching in from his outside linebacker spot. Pickup of just 2 for 2nd and 8.
This defense has to find a way to stop these running plays and being effective and getting 3rd long to Killingly. Right now they're not doing that.
Killingly alternating tailbacks on this drive. Everton Brown back in. He gets it. Comes left, cuts it back, goes to the right. Here's Brown, and he's tackled by Doherty.
Wow.
A touchdown-saving tackle by Jaden Doherty as Brown dances his way all the way down to the 31-yard line for a pickup of 18.
That thunder and lightning combination is effective. You have a defense that's trying to strike a hard runner and then come back to have someone fast. The cutback was unbelievable on that play, and it's burning the spirit of that Sheehan defense.
Sheehan player is down and injured. As the Sheehan medical staff comes out on the field. 19-yard gain for Everton Brown that time.
Here again, working towards the outside, the pulling guard goes upfield to pick that backer up, and then the defensive line overran it. That over pursuit caused that cutback to happen. A great tackle, diving tackle. Otherwise, he was shooting to the end zone. I was waiting for that.
He got caught in traffic.
Yeah.
Doherty got caught in traffic and never gave up on the play.
No, this is the maturity of these young running backs that they've gained from last year's experience, and then the momentum of working together. They block for each other. They have a pride. Coach Neal knows he has that with that team, and he's taking advantage of a good club against Sheehan right now. You know, the RPO system, the way they run here in Killingly, is about also taking that spirit of the defense. And, you know, I've coached defense for so many years, and the toughest thing is when you don't have that spirit anymore because you got a team that's running on you, it's difficult. The young man's getting up and walking out healthy, thank God, and we're getting back to football here, Joe.
And it's Jaden Doherty.
Yeah.
5 first downs in the third quarter for Killingly, none for Sheehan. 1st and 10, Killingly at the 30. Allard back in the game with Joe Gould as his fullback. Also Mackey in the game in the backfield. Here's Allard. This time nowhere to run as he's stacked up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. A good job by the Sheehan defense that time.
Right now, their defense is playing 8 in the box, and this is where Coach Neal will probably set up a play action coming up soon. You know, he's really setting the tone. When he gets to this part of the field, historically, it's always about trying to keep that run play going, and then those coaching staff that are up top right here, these top guys are saying those safeties are coming down. Watch that play action come about.
They give him a yard to the 29, tied at 20, 2:03 to go, and the clock running. Now it's Brown. Coming to the wide side, falls forward. He's close to the first down at the 20-yard line. We'll see where they spot it. And these Sheehan defenders are starting to get gassed.
Yes, sir. That's what I was trying to bring up right there. That physical play right now is having these guys have their hands on their hips, wondering what's going on, right, Joe?
Yeah. Well, and they go both ways.
Yeah.
So they'll keep Brown in for 3rd and 1. He's got the first down as he pulls forward to about the, see where they mark it, 15-yard line. So he ended up getting 6 on that play. 3rd first down of the drive. It's been Everton Brown and Hunter Allard and a bunch of offensive linemen pulling their weight.
Here comes Thunder.
From the Sheehan 15. Killingly hoping to go ahead for the score. Here's Allard. Goes to the right. Runs through 1 tackle. Runs through 2 tackles. Stays on his feet. And he's got the first down. What a second effort.
Oh, Joe, this can't stop, won't stop attitude is unbelievable. It's really, I'm telling you right now, it's making this Sheehan team really upset. They're trying. I think we have a player down right now.
We've got another Sheehan player down and injured. That time it was Hunter Allard taking the pitch, or Hayden Allard, I should say, taking the pitch to the right side. Watch Allard here.
Yeah, he gets to the outside. He bounces that corner that came up, wasn't ready to tackle that play. And as he runs, you notice he secures the ball, but his feet still move. Even if he's running backwards, he did a little Michael Jackson moonwalk to get those last 3 yards there, Joe. Boy, this talented team on both sides. The running backs are, and Killingly are something this year.
And this is an inexperienced offensive line.
Yep. That falls back to the tradition of this program. You know, when I played, it was always you step in and you know the plays. These guys are a fabric of their fundamental plays. They probably know it through youth program.
Well, what Chad Neal told me during the week is in Killingly and in Brooklyn.
Yep.
They run the same system in their youth football.
Exactly.
So when the kids get up here, they're used to what Coach Neal wants to run.
Yeah, that's definitely true. The relationship with the coaching staff in high school and youth football, very important, and that relationship makes prodigies come true. Again, how can you say a program like this have consecutive great running backs, consecutive linemen that have been really, successful? This is what I really like about this program that continues this tradition and represents the ECC right now.
Injured Titan was Gavin Lawrenson.
Gavin's been in a lot of tackles today.
So it'll be 1st and goal. As they say, he got all the way down to the 5. 2020, final minute of play here in the third quarter, a penalty-free third quarter. Allard, grab, keeps going, won't get in. Richard Van Dyke hit him first, but when it's Allard running the football pasta, the first guy almost never brings him down. That time, a pickup of 3 down to the 2.
What I like about Allard is some coaching techniques we talk about with running backs is the power step to a run downhill. If he takes that step and he hits that linebacker, it's going to be tough for him to tackle.
This should be the final play of quarter number 3. 2nd and goal at the 2. O'Brien motions Mackey to the right. Gives to Allard off the right side. And he gets in. 3rd touchdown of the game for Hayden Allard. And with 5 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter, Killingly takes its first lead of the night.
That's a great drive right there.
69 yards in 10 plays. All of them on the ground with Brown and Allard. And you wonder if they'll go for no, they're going to go for 1 here. I thought maybe they would go for 2, but that doesn't make any sense because if Logie can boot it through, it's a 7-point lead. Missed it.
No good. 5 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. Killingly 26, Sheehan 20.
What a game changer this second half. Coach Neal is up there excited, running up and down the sidelines, congratulating his team for that great execution on that drive.
All on the ground, 69 yards, 10 plays in 4 minutes and 31 seconds.
That's that traditional power play where both backs come up to the corner and safety, and even though the corner wasn't blocked, that young man Allard set the tone to get to that end zone. That's that desire of a running back. Great coaching staff following these young men and giving them the best day they can have on this game tonight.
So Killingly, who trailed 20-7,
imagine that,
has scored 19 unanswered points. Now Doherty had gotten hurt, but he is back out there to receive the kickoff along with Larson. Cooper Logie to kick it off. Sheehan ran only 9 plays in the 3rd quarter.
Imagine that.
Whew. Time of possession, all Killingly in the 3rd quarter. They have taken all the momentum away from the Titans out of Wallingford. In the direction of Doherty, Larson will pick it off at the 10. Gets to the 20, and he's dragged down at the 25, and that's where the 4th quarter will start. So we're through 3 quarters. Killingly behind the power running of Hayden Allard and the speed running of Everton Brown have taken a 26-20 lead on Sheehan here on theday.com.
Last year, Waterford senior number 4 on the grade 8, the Olympico kick. I'm here with Cam Dickinson. I don't think she can pull it off. It looks way too hard. I think it was a fluke. Get it done.
I got it.
That was just too easy, and that is a grade 8 play. Send in your best plays and see if you can beat that and make this year's grade 8 Olympico style.
Relive a century of history from the perspective of southeastern Connecticut with the new hardcover book, Front Page News, a century of big stories in the day, 1881 to 1981. This 136-page limited edition book captures the pulse of a region and a nation, showcasing the day's most iconic front pages from its first 100 years. Order today at theday.frontpagesbook.com.
Along with Jose Sambria, I'm Jody Ambrosio, in for Casey O'Neill. Peter Hoppy, our producer-director. A 13-0 third quarter for Killingly. They lead Sheehan 26-20. Titans ball at the 25. O'Brien to throw. Lobs it out. It's complete for a short gain. Caught by the big tight end, Mason Bear. But he only picks up maybe, call it 2 yards to the 27.
Killingly's bringing a lot of pressure from the A gap.
2nd and 8. Jake O'Brien has 1 touchdown pass today. Looking to throw again. Upfield, he's got a man open. It's tipped incomplete. Was trying to hit Lucas Jeremiah, but the ball was thrown a little too high. And that'll set up 3rd down and 8 for a Sheehan offense, Pasta, that does not have a first down here in the second half. Good defense that time by the cornerback on this side, Peyton Waller.
Definitely.
See if they look for Doherty here. O'Brien rolls to the right, hemmed in, throws, and just throws it away. Doherty could never get open. It's another 3 and out for this Killingly defense. And Sheehan will have to kick the football again.
I noticed that the schematics on the defense right now with Killingly is that their backside guy is staying disciplined. You notice that he wanted to roll back out this way, but he couldn't because the defenders are playing their gaps. That front line, great job right there, keeping that quarterback intact.
Alden Lamott. Hayden Allard, back deep to receive. Make that Aiden Lamont, my apologies. Sheehan was a man short. They had to get an 11th man on. Good kick. Fielded by Lamont at the 45, and he's dropped after a 2, maybe 3-yard gain. Nolan Kiley makes the stop. But again, terrific field position for Killingly. Their drives have started at the 48, the 43, the 31, and now the 47-yard line.
I've learned from some of my coaches in the past. Jack Cochran used to mention this. He says if a team that starts at the 20-yard line, the percentages are very low for them to score. In situations like this, Killingly definitely has the advantage. Try to get over the 50 and then execute the plays that they do best down to the goal line.
Quinn Sumner, the 6'4 junior quarterback who threw 3 touchdown passes against East Lyme. I would not think we'll see the ball in the air here. They have run it effectively. Allard, not so effective that time. They were waiting for him. Gang tackled. No gain at the 47-yard line. Noah Mutino makes the stop. It'll be 2nd and 10.
I got to give credit to that young man Mason, number 58, Johnson, who actually blew up that trap and made sure that it didn't get over any yardage.
They bring in the speedster, Everton Brown, a track star here at Killington. On this 2nd and 10. 2 tight ends. Toss sweep Brown. Going to the wide side. Cuts back to the right. Maybe lost a yard with the cutback. I mean, it's a nice idea, but he might have lost a yard there as he was tackled by Tucker Larson.
Yeah, great pursuit by Tucker right there in that play where he really got to the outside thigh board and made sure he wrapped and tackled, because that would have been another explosive play by Brown.
So, a 3-yard gain on the play, and big one for Killingly is down. And the medical staff goes out to take a look at him. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, a lot of these young men, both sides of the ball right now, are stretching on the sidelines. You notice that hydration is so important. I love Friday night football. It means great things, but a full day of school, and you got to balance hydration and eating well to play a night game. It's really challenging for players, and I know that the discipline of the coaching staff to keep them, nurtured and hydrated is a good thing for this team. But
I would say balancing, eating well has worked well for both of us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, especially a nice bowl of Alfredo sauce and sausages. I got some pork chops ready to go after I get home tonight. That's my treat. So
no invitation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'll tell you,
tough.
We have to get together. You're up in Hartford, and I'm over here down this side. We can get together. We'll eat everywhere. Make it happen.
That's all I need to do. As they continue to attend to the injured Killingly player on the field. Sheehan scored first off a turnover. O'Brien, a 35-yard touchdown pass to Jaden Doherty, made it 7-0, but then Killingly came right back, 63 yards in 10 plays, capped by the Everton Brown touchdown to make it 7-7. 5:32 to go in the first half. It was Josh Durant from 2 yards out. Then on the next play, Tucker Larson with a pickoff and a pick six from 27 yards, and that made it 20-7.
Great play.
But then Hayden Allard on a 13-yard run with a minute and a half to go in the first half, cut it to 20-13, and then Allard touchdown runs of 57 and 2 yards. And that's where we stand now. So Allard with 11 rushing touchdowns on the season as they continue to attend to the injured Killingly player on the field. Both teams taking a knee. Now the player's sitting up.
That's good to see.
Chad Neal leaves, which makes you think that he's okay.
Definitely. I really got to commend both teams. The way they're playing and their sportsmanship, the energy that's down the field, it's nothing really abrasive. It's competition that you want to see in this game. And
Michael Allen.
Yeah, the big man.
The only returning starter on that offensive line, the 220-pound junior.
Good leader for that offensive line. Hope he'll get better.
So it'll be 3rd and 7 when play resumes at the 50-yard line. Looks like Noah Ruiz in at the guard spot to take his place. First time we've seen Akan Jackson, or rather, no, I'm sorry, Aiden Lamont in the game at a wide out. They have both Allard and Brown in the backfield here as split backs on 3rd and 7 from the 50. Toss, sweep, Allard trying to get to the outside. He does. He's in the clear, up the far sideline, and a touchdown-saving tackle for Gavin Lawrenson. But another huge run by Hayden Allard.
Oh, man, my coach, Papa Beauty, would be proud. The old pro formation and quick pitch, when you know you can get the edge with your wing back there and seal the edge player, that quarterback just tosses it out there and gives Allard the advantage to get over the outside, and that was a great play. Good run.
32 yards for Hayden Allard. Sets up 1st and 10 for Killingly at the Sheehan 18 with 9:15 to play. Here's Brown coming right. Good pursuit. Gets to the edge. Boy, he is so explosive. They had him hemmed in, and he got to the edge quickly. And slow to get up for Sheehan is Reed Carter. He is down and injured on the near sideline, but Everton Brown was hemmed in.
Yeah.
He just ran away from the pursuit.
Brown's patience in the running game, allowing his blocker to complete that block, was another factor. But do you hear him? Like, he's hit that gear, and he just took off.
Well, and a lot of times, Pasta, as you well know, a lot of times when a guy is fast, he outruns the blockers. Brown doesn't do that.
No.
Brown's got a motor on him, a stop and go where he goes, then he slows, then he goes more.
Yeah, that's his maturity. Last year when I seen him run, he ran like, I got to get to the daylights, I got to get to the pylon, so you could see the difference where he was burnt out. but now the confidence and his conditioning and his strength, all variables that, could improve that, is showing in tonight's game.
Reed Carter looks to be okay. Maybe had the wind knocked out of him. It's an 11-yard gain for Brown and sets up 1st and goal for Killingly at the Sheehan 7-yard line. They send Lamont out wide to the left. Allard and Brown, the split backs, behind Quinn Sumner, who's under center. Here's Allard. Gets a block, gets slowed down. Good pursuit that time. Nick Ferraro blew that play up.
Definitely.
They're going to mark it at the 4. So 2nd and goal from the 4. And this will be the 6th play of the drive. A drive that commenced at the 47-yard line. Sheehan needs to stop here as the clock is winding down inside of 8.5 minutes. You'd have to think the wide side might be open for Brown here. Instead, they give it to Allard, and Allard's in. The 4th touchdown of the game for Hayden Allard. His 12th of the year, and he caps a 53-yard drive with a 4-yard touchdown run, and Killingly has blown it open. They lead it 32-20, pending the extra point.
Coach Neal had a great call concept throughout that whole series, mixing it up outside plays, inside plays, power, conditioning, knowing that the defense was breaking down and personal players were coming in and out. That was great. Great series there for that whole team.
Now they're going to go for 2 here. And they give it to Brown, and Brown won't make it. He is bulldogged by Josh Durant. So it will remain a 12-point game with 8:14 to play. But this RPO ground game, run over people, they've done that. But they just don't run over people, Pasta.
Yeah.
They run around people.
They run around people. That's the spirit of Killingly right now, that usually the tradition is power. But this mix here could make them more dynamic. And being a defensive coordinator throughout my years, watching film on this team right now to break them down, it's going to be difficult because they have plays that are very, disciplined. And if you don't have a defense that's disciplined, it's going to be a tough night. Great job by this Killingly team right now to represent the second half. They studied, they got prepared, and they came out here, and they're doing their thing, Joe. They are.
Well, and the defense has not allowed a first down in 4 Sheehan possessions.
Yep.
That's a big reason why the offense has been able to matriculate down the field.
Those 3 and outs are winnable.
And and for the team they're frustrated.
Yes.
So Jeremiah and Doherty back deep now after Larson got nicked up. Cooper Logie will kick the football away. 8:14 to play. Killian looking to go 3-0 on the season. Bounces. It'll picked up at the 5 by Jeremiah, and he falls forward to the 15. And things go from bad to worse for the Titans.
This field position, Joe, has been dynamic for Killingly right now. I mean, this offense has had a hard time starting in their area.
This is the second time that Sheehan has started a drive from its own 15-yard line. The last time was the last drive of the first half.
Yes, sir.
And I would think we're going to have to see Jake O'Brien try to open up this offense here. He came in 21 for 36 for 389 yards and 6 scores. From the 15, O'Brien to throw. Moves left, looks, fires, got a man wide open, it's Doherty at midfield, and if Doherty hadn't fallen, he might have taken it 85 yards.
Joe, what an exciting play. Unbelievable backside post. The under was covered, and, just wide open. Unbelievable. That kid just chucked it out there.
41 yards.
Wow.
On the completion of Doherty.
This is what Sheehan needs, Joe.
They move from their own 15 to the Killingly 44. Here's Grant, big hole, still on his feet. Lamont drags him down at the 30. 14 yards, first down on back-to-back plays. And Pasta Sheehan quickly to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this tempo and attitude is totally taking Sheehan right now in their favor.
Grant slowed down and dropped. Couldn't get away from Joe Mackey. Elsewhere, Waterford beat Montville 42-6. Woodstock ran roughshod over Plainfield 42-13. Third quarter, East Lyme leads Brantford by a score of 17-0. O'Brien to throw. Complete to Doherty. He'll be about a yard short of the first down at the 21-yard line. And we've got another player down.
Just Allard looking like he's cramping up right now as he's grabbing his calf and hamstring.
Well, I can't understand why he would be tired.
You know, Ironman football always, comes and goes as a title, but when you're out there and you're playing, you're going to be seen. And in situations like this is what mental toughness is. You're able to handle some of these situations where you're cramping up and hydrating and playing this game.
Now, you've got Anthony Oates.
Yeah.
260-pound
stretching him.
State wrestling champion, stretching Allard. If I was Chad Neal, I'd say, let the trainer do it.
Let the trainer do it, yeah.
You know?
He's just giving him some brotherly love, you know.
Don't pull him up and wrench his back.
Or take his shoe off there.
I found a couple of tapes online of watching Anthony wrestle.
He is
That's
physical.
a powerful young man, let me tell you.
Yeah, physical.
As you see him on the near sideline along with Joe Gould talking to the assistant coaches. Looks like Allard's okay. Maybe get him a little pickle juice.
That's it, a little pickle juice. Goes back down the south. I remember that. Coach Collick used to say, Pasta, get that pickle juice in you. Snap that ball so we can get this game going.
I have never had pickle juice, Pasta, and I will tell you this. Unless you can mix it with some flavored alcoholic beverage,
I don't know.
I will never have it.
It's a good brine for some chicken if you ever want some pickled flavored fried chicken.
I will take your word for it, my man.
Mr. Vlasic taught me that one.
Third down and short. They give it to O'Brien as they O'Brien rather hands it off. I'm sorry. They give it to number 2, Josh Durant. And it's a first down. The ball marked at the 20-yard line. O'Brien to throw. Up top, end zone. Touchdown! Oh, no, incomplete. I'm sorry, incomplete.
That was a close play. That corner picked it and touched it with his hands, and they were playing pity-pat ball up in the air. 3 defenders right there to make the play, and it fell down.
Brown was back there, and Lamont was back there.
Yeah.
And Larson was back there.
I think we do have a penalty.
And we got a penalty, so it's all for naught.
Little holding right there.
It has been a virtually penalty-free second half.
Yeah.
So they'll move it back 10. Setting up a 1st and 20. Clock stopped with 6:27 to play. 1st and 20. O'Brien is shotgun. Fires it right. It's caught, and then the ball knocked away. Incomplete.
That's a great job by the cornerback. Some of the things that we teach our D-backs is that when you're playing with somebody that's in front of you, when you wrap, secure the wrap first. And that young man did. He had his arms wrapped around the waist, follow it with a chop or a punch, which caused that ball to be disrupted and come off. So that was a great play by the defensive cornerback. This experienced defensive backs here that Coach Neal takes pride in here.
Well, that was really Mr. Everything, Hayden Allard.
Yeah.
Back in the game after going out for a play. 2nd and 20 from the 30. O'Brien with time. Now the pocket closes, and he's sacked. Back at the 35-yard line. Everton Brown.
That's right.
with the sack, and the ball sacked back to the 34. So it's third and a couple of exits on 395.
Yeah, Joe, we were sitting back here thinking that Sheehan went 1-2 punch and it was about to score, and here that bend but don't break defense finds a way. Third down and a country mile, Joe.
5:40 to go. Killingly up 12. O'Brien, bubble screen. Here's Doherty in the open field. Touchdown! They did it again.
Wow.
Lightning quick. Jaden Doherty, his second touchdown reception of the game, and just like that, Sheehan is right back in the ball game.
Wow, that explosive bubble pass, having those linemen come off, knowing that the defense was bringing some kind of pressure. That coach called the right play at the right time, and Doherty, his phenomenal energy. I really praise that kid for his efforts with that speed going into the end zone.
So here's Keating, who missed an extra point earlier. First one he had missed this year. He can make it a 5-point game with plenty of time left. Low snap, put down, high kick, missed it. But at the end of the day, it's still a 6-point game.
Woo.
So after not getting a first down pasta for the entire second half, Sheehan goes 85 yards in 7 plays, and it took him just 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
Right, imagine that. Well, that play right there, bubble screen. Look at the tackle, bounce out, and go to the cornerback. And at that time, Brown had a chance, but look at that big guard come and seal that block, and he works his way to that, we call it the envelope. The outside's blocked out, and the seal off the inside makes this little gap, and he could just run right through full speed untouched.
That was Jonah Caponera, number 68, with the big block. And what I liked that best there was the way Doherty sold it.
Yep.
He looked like he was running a go route.
Yep.
He stopped on a dime and came back. And O'Brien hit him for his second touchdown pass of the game and his 7th of the season. And for Doherty, he now has 6 touchdown receptions on the year. Allard and Brown back deep to receive. The Keating kickoff. And now the momentum swings back to the Titans side.
The waves and troughs come through and through.
Squibbed it, and it's fallen on at the 28-yard line. Good strategy not to kick it deep. Joe Mackey fell on it. So, Killingly will take over at its own 28. First and 10 with 5:26 to go and a precarious 32-26 lead.
Yeah, right now Killingly has to keep on doing what they've been doing since the start of this half. Running that offense to get to that half field and then work their way down. This is a big challenge for them now.
Allard will be the tailback. He'll have Gould and Mackey in front of him. 2 fullbacks. Quinn Sumner under center. Sheehan stacks the box. Here's Allard.
Allard on the carry.
Falls forward to about the 35-yard line. Call it 7 for Hayden Allard. Second down and 3.
It's good to see Michael Allen back on that line playing guard as he did that kick-out block again. They have their offensive line intact, so that's a good thing.
They'll go back to Thunder and Lightning in the backfield with Allard as the left half and Brown the right. Lamont lines up as a wing back to the left. 9 in the box for Sheehan. Here's Brown, and I don't think he got it. I think he's short of the first down. He was bulldozed down by Mason Johnson. So here's a huge third down play.
Oh, they got the chains moving. It's the first
they
down.
moved it.
Yeah.
Right. second effort.
Yeah, that second effort
I
led
didn't
it.
think he got that, but
I thought it was short. But, you know, usually right now with the referees, they are accustomed to, if it's good enough, it's going to move forward. So, yeah.
that's a big first down for Killingly as they try to burn more clock, as we will be inside 4 minutes by the time they snap it again. Hayden Allard, the lone setback. They give it to him. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Falls forward for maybe 2. Sheehan tries to rip the ball away, but Allard's got it in a vice lock grip. So 2 yards for Allard, and another Sheehan player is down and injured.
Joe, you made a very good point in regard to now being, you know, under the 4-minute mark, ball security. You know, that the way they're wrapping and running, it may not be aggressive, but they know as soon as they get to a couple of defensive players, they're going to secure that because they're expecting to be stripped. So all the practice this week that they've been putting in has been showing a lot of promise, and right now they could be aggressively doing what they have to do to finish this game.
Killingly took a timeout earlier, so they have 2 remaining. Sheehan has 3. This is a Killingly team that has won 4 state championships in their history, 81, 96, and then 200 Chad Neal, 2017 and 2021. And they lost in the L final to Weston last year in the wisdom that is the CIAC.
Yeah.
They got bumped up to Class L and played New Canaan.
Yeah, that's a powerhouse program over there.
Bloomberry and Ellie's team. Meanwhile, Sheehan looking to get back to the tournament as they did last year, as they continue to attend to the injured Sheehan player. Chad Neal goes out.
Both these teams have been
with
playing.
Chad Ferrazzi. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. No, they're both these teams I'm crediting that they've been playing very, you know, I don't want to say sportsmanlike because in a game of football it's aggressive, but, you know, there's no taunting, there's no finger pointing. They're playing aggressive to the whistle, and that's the kind of energy that you see great teams play in. You know, I know sometimes it kind of sizzles up when it gets a situation like this, but Chad Neal has his team really calm, relaxed, and focused, and they're just doing their job. You know, this is where I always tell the players, focus within yourself to finish off this game, and they're doing it.
Can't see the number of the injured Sheehan player, but he's still on his back.
Yeah.
At about the 41-yard line.
There he is.
That looks like he's going to sit up.
A lot of heart.
And
the big man, Lawrenson.
Gavin Lawrenson.
Yeah.
It's the second time he's been down.
Yeah.
So he'll hobble off for at least a play. It'll be 2nd and 8 for Killingly from their own 40. Clock stopped with 3:43 to play.
The Killingly 40-yard line.
Now they bring Everett and Brown in. So they're going to go split backs here.
Yeah.
And they're going to run Gould as the fullback. So it's kind of a wishbone.
Mm-hmm.
2 tight ends. It's Allard off the right side. He'll be about 3 or 4 yards short of the first down. Grant and Duran. And Ferraro on the hit. They'll give him progress to the 44. And it sets up a 3rd and 4 for Killingly. I would not expect Pasta for them to put the ball in the air here.
No, I don't expect it either, but you never know now.
Motion in that line, but they didn't go offside despite what all the referees in the stands in front of us said. Now they motion Brown to the right.
The old ice play.
And they're going to take a timeout. They tried to draw Sheehan offside, but what that also did was that ran the clock down to 2:47.
Yeah.
So that'll be 1 timeout remaining for Killingly. Sheehan still has all 3 of their timeouts remaining in this 32-26 game.
It's really important for Sheehan right now to make this stop, to get this offense back out there. But again, Killingly has the opportunity. I mathematically would say as a coach, I need to get 3 more first downs to lock this game in. So if you can get a first down right here, have the series to drive to knock out some timeout, you may be able to get it into that 1 minute mark and then make it difficult for Sheehan to try to come back.
I would think since Sheehan still has 3 timeouts remaining. So I would say you need 2 first downs.
2 first downs, yeah.
To get the game into the W.
Or just score, right?
Or have somebody run it 56 yards.
Let's see what happens here. It's a good formation. That's the pro set.
Split backs. Toss sweep Allard. Going to the left. Breaks the tackle. First down to the 46-yard line. But there is a flag down in the vicinity of holding. And this one will come back.
Yeah, poor Aiden Lamont on the outside was trying to maintain his block, but then when he lost balance, he held that jersey. Referee saw it clearly, and obviously it is a holding. It's sad to say because that was a great run play, but it's going back.
And they'll move it all the way back to the 31-yard line. It's a spot foul, so it'll be 3rd down and 17.
Oof, what a change in this game.
But the clock continues to run, and the clock is the ally of Killingly. Allard and Brown, split backs. Here's Brown, student body to the right. Gets hit, gets dropped, and he does not go out of bounds. And Sheehan's going to burn their first time out. Good job that time by Everton Brown to stay in bounds and force Sheehan to use its first time out. So now we'll see the kicking game, and it'll be Joe Gould to punt the football away. So barring a turnover, Sheehan will have a chance here.
Brown's down on the sideline. Say, these guys have been giving their all, Joe, tonight. I mean, there hasn't been a play that's been like lackadaisical. Everybody's putting in 110% tonight's game.
Brown got sandwiched there.
Yeah.
He got caught up in the air. As you look across the field at the Titans huddle.
I don't know if they do that now, but back then after a football game like that, an ice tub would be a best friend to recover. Most of these guys will have some black and blues in the next day, and they'll have some soreness, but one will feel good that they won, and the other one will feel a little sad that they took a tough loss, because this is a very good game for both programs.
Brown hobbles off the sideline, and you see him laying on his stomach.
Yeah.
Attended to by the school trainer. So, it'll be the omnipresent Jaden Doherty. Back deep to receive the Joe Gould punt. Clock continues to run.
Jaden Doherty.
So Sheehan did not call a timeout there. That's important. High snap, almost blocked. Doherty calls for the fair catch. It takes a Killingly bounce. Boy, there's so much to unpack from that play there.
You would have made Luciano Pavarotti proud with that voice when you hit that one. I was thinking it was going to be blocked as well. Oh, my God, this game has been so energetic. We thought it was a close block there, and then all of a sudden a great bounce. And this turf field, when I always tell these people, to return the ball, you got to secure it, catch it, because you get these bounces and it's going to favor. So right now, long side of the field for Sheehan right now.
They'll mark it at the Titans 22.
Here we
They
go.
have a minute 49 and all of their timeouts remaining.
Woo.
With Killingly protecting a 32-26 lead. Doherty is lined up to the right. He's caught the 2 touchdown passes. Here's O'Brien looking to throw. Has all day. Throws it upfield for Doherty, incomplete.
Wow.
Doherty looks like he's appealing for a penalty there.
Yeah, he got his hand touched a little bit, but that was on the run. It wasn't like something premeditated or tripped. But almost a great catch right there.
Well, they went for the home run.
Yeah, right now I'm concerned because Killingly had no pressure, and he had plenty of time to plant and throw. We don't need to have that. We need to get to that quarterback.
2nd and 10, clock stopped. Minute 42 remaining. O'Brien, since 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the left. Bubble screen, it's caught. Jeremiah, first down yardage, dragged down at the 44-yard line. Lucas Jeremiah picks up 22 and a first down.
Seems like right now Killenly's in this nickel package that they're trying to keep everything in front of them, but those screens are very lethal. They got to be disciplined and stay home and wrap and tackle.
Killingly taking a lot of time here, or rather Sheehan taking a lot of time as the clock continues to run. Killingly coming on a blitz. They pick it up. O'Brien rolls, flag down, pass is complete. It's caught by Bear, but the flag is in the vicinity of holding, and this one will come back.
Yeah, definitely was a holding on that one as he's trying to protect his quarterback. And we know our linemen, we're trying to pass protect, but we don't know where our quarterback will be at behind us. And then that situation, he was just trying to keep him safe. So, yeah.
But I think if you're Killingly, you've got to be concerned because these receivers have gotten open.
Yeah, a lot of it is coverage play. They want to keep everything in front of them. I respect that universal cover 4 look and playing some man-to-man, but that can also bring some of these things that they like to do, the screen, the bubbles, and then probably a run game. But, again, clock is at 1:05. It's still favoring Killingly.
At the 34, first and 20. Jake O'Brien looking to rally his team. Steps up, finds space, looks, stops, throws. It's caught and then dropped by Bear. You know, it's almost better if you're Sheehan that he dropped that ball because the yardage was insignificant.
Right.
The clock stops on the incomplete pass.
I'm looking at the top right now. The safeties in the corners all were looking at number 10. They didn't care about anything else. They were right there in the zip pocket.
So it'll be 2nd and 20 at the 34. Down to 54 seconds to play in what's been a terrific high school football game.
Yeah, definitely got to be alert for the bubble screen here on the trips.
Doherty, Jeremiah, and Carter all go wide to the right. O'Brien with all day to throw. Looking downfield. Nobody open. Comes back to the left. Steps up. Now he's going to throw it upfield. Incomplete. And that play took about 13 seconds. So the clock down to 41.
Joe, thank God I took my Pepsi AC before I got here. Otherwise, I'd have Achita. Let me tell you, that was great. Again, he's got plenty of time. The linemen are really doing a good job keeping him there, but we got to get some kind of pressure because the D-backs here are doing a great job. It's just, whoa. Very critical 3rd down right now for Sheehan.
If you're Sheehan, you probably want to get at least 10 yards here and then stop the clock. 3rd and 20. All day for O'Brien. Now he's chased. He rolls. Now he looks. Goes back to his right. And he's dropped.
Wow.
Sacked on the play by Peyton Wallace.
What an effort. He read it. He actually was playing zone under, and then he realized there was no one in his area, so he was disciplined to work up there and make that play. But again, these defensive backs, they are seasoned. They did a real good job keeping everybody in front. The big play right now, Mr. Joe. What do we think here? 4th down. A very exciting game tonight.
So the loss was 7.
Yep.
Back to the 27. So it is 4th and 30.
Woo.
The yard to gain is the 46 of Killingly. Sheehan takes his first charge timeout.
Yep. So as right now he's working his way around. Beautiful elusive footwork, but as you can see, he kept on hustling. Knew that he was okay to go and get him, and he did.
Peyton Wallace
a lot of energy.
Sack. Sheehan huddled up on the far side.
Here it is, the big play. What an exciting game.
One more stop.
One more, right?
To go 3-0 on the season. They line their 4 defensive backs 20 yards off the ball.
That's universal prevent right there.
Now they move up a little bit. We'll press coverage a little. Here's the ball game. 4th and 27. They run a hook and ladder. Now they give it back to O'Brien. Now he throws to Doherty. This ain't going to work.
Whoa!
And that'll be the ball game. They tried a little trickeration, but Killingly snuffed it out. And Killingly 17 seconds away from going 3-0 on the season.
What an exciting night, football. Great opportunity for Killing to show that in the ECC there is a team that can play. Well-coached game. Coach Neal is excited right now, fisting it up, and the fans here are really happy.
Killingly will have to snap the ball a couple of times.
Yep.
This is a game they trailed 20-7. And then they scored 25 unanswered points as they line up in the victory formation. Sumner goes to a knee. Sheehan won't stop the clock. And Killingly with a come from behind, 32-26 win to go 3-0 on the season.
Yes, sir.
Hayden Allard with 4 rushing touchdowns. 13, 57, 2 and 4 yards. And really both these teams should be commended for a terrific effort tonight.
Great sportsmanship on both sides. Both clubs show a lot of promise. A great job by both coaching staff. It's sad that someone had to lose, but you know what? This is why football's great, Joe. This is why football is a great thing. Adversity, toughness, teamwork, all that came to play, playing 4 quarters of football. Very, very happy to see that tonight.
Jaden Doherty, a terrific game in defeat for Sheehan. But it was Allard, Hayden Allard, who was sensational again.
Yeah.
Now with 12 rushing touchdowns
Imagine that, Joe.
on the season.
And we had a chance to see at least a third of them. Unbelievable.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
Had 7 in the opening week against Stonington.
Yep.
1 last week against East Lyme. So the fans on the near side will go home happy. Fans on the far side, not so much. They'll make the long drive back to Wallingford.
Yeah.
32-26 is our final. Pasta, I really enjoyed it. I hope
it was a
Casey
pleasure, Joe.
Take some more time off.
No, I definitely. You were great, and I'm humbled to be working with you tonight at a great game tonight. Was undone. I'll never forget this moment. I thought that the smoke was the clouds, and it turned out to be that big cannon. I didn't even know that throughout the whole game. I'm like, why are the clouds so low? And it's the cannon over there. Oh, I thought I had Achita. Boy.
Thanks to our producer, director, Peter Hoppy, and our great crew. Final score, Killingly 32, Sheehan 26. For my partner, Jose Sabria Pasta, I'm Joe D'Ambrosio. We thank you for watching tonight here on theday.com.